Hello, this is the Harboring Light. All right, so feedback is greatly important. Feel free to reach out to me either through email, Substack, and of course X, and fill up the comments on YouTube. It'd be greatly appreciated. All right, so some of the audio platforms that I'm on. So briefly, here we go: Speaker, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Amazon Music, just to name a few. Now, this song is about this episode is about the song Maps by Yeah Yeah Yes. And so I'm going to do the same thing that I did in the month of January. So on Friday, I'm going to end and cover and talk about romantic theme, love song theme songs, and then get back to fashion on Friday for the next month. I mean, not the next month, but the following week after Valentine. So, here we go. Okay, so here are some AI-generated facts about the song Maps by Yeah Yeah Yes. So Maps is a song by the American indie rock band Yeah Yeah Yes from their debut full-length album, Fever to Tell, which was released in 2003. The song was written about the relationship between Karen O, the lead singer of Yeah Yeah Yes, and Angus Andrew, the frontman of the band Liars. It was released as a single on September 22nd, 2003, and reached number 9 on the U.S. Billboard Modern Rock Track charts and number 26 in the UK. The song was written about 5 minutes. It took about 5 minutes the length of the song when Karen O heard guitarist Nick Zener playing a memorable riff, and the rest of the song came together quickly, or as they say, it's history. The band performed Maps at the 2003 MTV Movie Awards, and the music video received extensive play on MTV. The music video for Maps shows the band playing in an audition in a high school gymnasium with different light filters changing the color of the room. Karen O's tears in the video were not staged. She was waiting for her boyfriend, Angus Andrew, who was 3 hours late, and she was about to leave for tour. MAPS is often interpreted as an acronym for My Angus, Please Stay. But there's no official confirmation from Karen O or the other songwriters. The song lyrics express a plea for the preservation of love amidst the tension of distance and impending separation. All right, in 2018, NPR ranked Maps as the second greatest song by a female or... Here we go with this ridiculous terms of non-binary crap here. It's just, don't. I mean, okay, so here's my thoughts about that here. Gay, straight, if you happen to be trans, okay, But to be extra by saying all this non-binary stuff, bullcrap, don't do that. Anyway, moving on. Artists and the 21st century. The song's minimalist lyrics and potent delivery have taken audiences on a heart-trending journey for years, unraveling the complexities of devotion with an intimacy that continues to resonate. Fever to Tell, the album from which Maps was released, featuring other songs like Date with the Night and Pen, Angus Andrew, the frontman of the band Liars, who was Karen O's boyfriend at the time, Maps was written. All right, so MTV Movie Awards, the event where Yeah 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 performs, which is I was saying, and then the NPR organization that mentioned it. And so it's unfortunate NPR, is going on with the bandwagon as New York Times and so forth, with being very progressive and not being, objective with the aspects of telling stories for what they are, putting in their bias when they shouldn't, just do your job, be accredited journalism. And so this whole thing, and then, I'm going to get into my thoughts about what I thought about the song when I originally saw it when I was in high school, and the music video. That's what I mean. And when I heard it and everything, and then talk about all of that. But I'm gonna extend on to this, what I'm saying here, and then get into other points. This isn't my main point here. I'm just merely referencing it because it just happened to surface and these facts that were generated about the artist and the band and so forth and the song. So again, it's one of those things, if you're a moral person, it doesn't bother you people being different from you. But what is bothersome is when you try and force people to be okay with something that they're not okay with, or force people into thinking normalizing things that aren't normal. And then, to also be along with this, saying this label with this artist, is she doing this to be relevant again in the limelight? I mean, there's other things to be relevant for. You can move on, do other things, and then your music should tell and say your merit and your worth. Why go to all these antics to still stay relevant? And so, it's just unfortunate. But okay, I am going to, as I said, go into my thoughts about the song and everything, and move on to other facts about the song and the interpretations. Here we go. Okay, so for the song, my thoughts here. All right, so this song came out when I was in high school, particularly sophomore in high school. And so, songs like that had the emotional depth that it had and everything. So like shooting fish in a barrel, I equated to this one episode when The Simpsons was actually good and they weren't pandering to anybody. And it's one of those things, I'm not trying to get on a tangent, but I'm just, stating the obvious for bringing it up. Know when to quit too about, keep milking it. You can only be relevant for so long, I don't know. Anyway, because if you can't come up with fresh ideas or something, I don't know. I guess some say that The Simpsons was doomed to only be in a certain era, which particularly from the 90s is when it's considered to be the most relevant, and all other decades kind of just phase out, or they're not tuned into it because they don't have that introspective to do so. So that's a theory in itself. But anyway, there's one episode of The Simpsons when Homer takes Bart and Lisa to, it's the talking about the popular events, concerts and Lollapalooza, stuff like that at the time. So, they made a point about making, specifically it was about when Smashing Pumpkins came onto the stage and performed. And there was a whole bunch of teenagers having that perspective of being soaking and loathing and bleak, right? And then Bart pointed out, oh, this kind of music is just like for teenagers to being depressed. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. So anyway, well, yeah, okay. But I don't know. It's something about the song Maps that's particularly different, I think, because it focuses on the realm of being very vulnerable in your confessions about how you feel in the aspects of interpersonal relationship, where in this case, romantic relationships. And so it's sort of like you're seeing a scene from a movie, and how she's standing there and the emotional range that is from her face, even though that it's kind of in the same element as far as crying and so forth. But she's very subtle, and then she's more a brute about, you're gonna stay here, I don't want you to go. And then she pulls it back, and then she says it again, and then she's saying, expressing, wait, you need to understand, whatever you're trying to seek, whatever you're looking for, it won't come to you. I can give you that. And there's something to be said, especially for female artists, well, it's kind of one of those things here. Some people have the perspective, oh, that's a dime a dozen, as far as particularly the pop artists whining and moaning and crying about somebody to stay and want to be in a relationship or a failed relationship. But I think this song in this band is quite different, because they merged the aspects of rock, what is deemed as, representational for rock here, and finding a nice balance with the aspects of vulnerability. And then that within is, I think, truly the essence of rock, particularly, you going into the aspects of, get soulful rock, you get blues rock, and so forth. You get all those things mixed up together with those sounds. Again, it links into the aspects that people can really relate to and resonate with when it comes to situations like this. And rock is all about, for me personally, about just telling everything for what it is and just showcasing that, whether it's accepted or not, just, having the courage to do so. And I think that this particular song is very apropos to that sort of arena here, where, she is confessing her emotional stance about her position about love and relationships, okay? So I'm fortunate with the aspects of, what I said about the NPR piece here. But, you give credit where credit is due. And this I think this song was very prevalent, and I think it is even more prevalent today because of these reasons here. So, this isn't always the case. There's people, it's one of those things, if you live in reality. You see, if you want to notice what's around you, you notice it. I'm not saying this for everybody, but I'm just pointing out the obvious here. Captain Obvious here, you can say here. So it's more and more of a trend, and it's good that that trend is kind of, going on a downcline and trying to even itself out. So particularly with the aspects of social media and the aspects of more and more things being more apt for people to not be a part of the real world here. It's unfortunate that the aspects of finding a connection to something is lost here. And so when you get into the mix of saying that I know you're leaving and I want you to stay and I want you to see how that means, there's something to say to that. Now on the flip hand, on the other side of this can be like unbalanced or emotional rant that's not really healthy for the relationship. And so what am I saying by this? On the other hand of this song here, so we're saying about the aspects of the importance of emotional stability of both parties, particularly the female party here. And knowing and understanding and have the maturity that just because somebody leaves doesn't mean they love you or everything is all for naught. It's important, more important, even more so, even now, even more important, and then especially at this time, to just simply communicate, talk, get things out, hash things out, and after that, see where you stand. All right, with this said, I'm going to get into even more facts about this song. Here we go. Okay, and of course, sources will be provided for you. All right, so the name of the album was Fever to Tell, and of course, by the band Yeah Yeah Yes. And of course, the song is named Maps. So it was released in 2003. It charted 26 in the UK and 87 in the US. So lead singer Karen O wrote the lyrics about her boyfriend Angus Andrew when he left her to accept a job offer. Andrew is the lead singer, as I was saying, of the band Liars. Maps is the ultimate you are always on my mind type of song. As she said this to Mojo. Unfortunately, there is never enough humor, and the feeling of missing someone, Maps just indulges that emotion. So the refrain is, wait, they don't love you like I love you. The word maps, which shows up, and the chorus is probably an acronym, as I was stating previously, but Karen O has never explained. So Maps is Yeah Yeah Yeah's most popular song, but it's an outlier for the band. The rest of their debut album, Fever to Tell, is much more aggressive. It was released as the third single after the first two, Date with the Night and Pin, which flopped. By the time it came out, the label had given up on us, Karen O told Rolling Stone. Their Maps really struck a chord with the public, with the peeps. And that's really something to say about that, the tenacity of keep trying, keep getting yourself out there, and then you never know what works. All right, Zenner did some drum programming on the track that gave it something special. We felt, in that hard bass line beat, how he's just thrashing. just hitting hard on that bass line on those drums. That even amplifies the aspects of the emotional state of this song. It goes and just beating on that drum. It's really up in the ante of that. That really caught my eye a lot too. Excuse me, when I initially first heard this song. So yeah. That's it's very astute with what they're saying, with making it something special. It did. So it feels like there's kind of a shift in the icons in the room. It's mysterious and unexplainable. Maps was voted the best alternative love song of all time in 2009 by the British music magazine, the NME. There's a good chance you'll hear Maps if you find yourself at a karaoke bar, and Karen O is thrilled with it. When people sing karaoke, there's a genuine emotional connection and passion, she told The Guardian. All right, Kelly Clarkson's hit, Since You've Been Gone, features a precise replica of this song's guitar break. Karen O was not impressed. She told Rolling Stone it was like getting bitten by a poisonous varmint. Like a rat or something, or a snake. So Beyonce used the They Don't Love You Like I Love You motif in her Lemonade track, Hold Up. So Maps was a resurgence in popularity in the late of 2024, thanks to the viral Maps dance on TikTok. Now, the challenge featured users dancing to a remix version of the song, shaking their hips, hitting them with their hands. When Karen O sings Wait, they pause and sync with the lyrics as if emphasizing the line, wait, they don't love you like I love you. Another trend has creators using a filter to erase their facial features, then watching them cascade back into their face, frequently with the unexpected outcomes. Okay, so with this, my thoughts about this here. I guess, TikTok is one of those things. You see it for what it is. You take it for what it is. But me personally, I think viewing something as a trend is, a good way to fall off the cliff here. And it's just one of those things. With trends and everything, you also have to make the point in yourself is, do you want to follow trends or do you want to like what you like? And it's one of those things too. So, I get the relevance with this. I can see that this song being a TikTok trend, but okay, I digress. So anyway, needless to say, I'm going to get into some more facts about this song here. All right, can pull it up. It's kind of sticking on me a little bit. It's okay. All right, here is song meaning. All right, so so this goes on to the aspects of this song being significant, other not to run astray. This is why she's so emotionally in strays, as you can say. So that, to me, this is alluding that maybe she already knows that the relationship is, sought out of the water here. And it's just a means to an end. And she's pulling that, that emotion, that grand gesture here to try to hold on to something that's not really there anymore. And then, that is an applicant to being relevant to the song. So, because that happens in relationships that are, not, that happens in the aspects of finding love, losing love, and everything. Sometimes people just either drift apart or just not compatible anymore. But nevertheless, here it's just very important to again communicate, talk these things out, and then it's easy to say, you got to get there when you get there when you get there, but emotional stability and the perspective about saying how, particularly when you're dating, you're in the aspects of dating, is very important to have when moving towards finding who you really want to be with or what have you. I think it'll help a lot. It helps a lot. So, it also goes on to how, I was saying by Angus Andrew, and then it can be asserted in from the lyrics that he had other women chasing him. So because of this, Karen tries to assure the addressees that she's the one who truly loves him, not the rest. So she is telling him to hold on before he goes out and does something detrimental to their relationship. Ergo, break her heart. Indeed, it has been suggested that the title of the song, which makes no actual sense with the context of its use in the chorus, is actually an acronym. All right, so this reaches the end. I'd like to know what your interpretation of this song is, what you think, if you like it, don't like it. Romance songs in general, particularly in the rock realm of romance and relationships. All right, shoot me an email, and all the other links will be provided how to contact me. This reaches the end of the Harboring Light. Tune in, turn up, and absolutely take care out there. Bye-bye for now.